60 years ago, Dr. Linus Pauling, a two-time Nobel laureate and vitamin C pioneer, warned, quote, "The world is sick due to a lack of minerals in our foods. Today, depleted topsoil has left our food nutritionally deficient. In fact, it now takes 3 carrots to match the same nutritional value of 1 carrot from 100 years ago. Most foods and supplements provide only 12 essential minerals, but the body needs at least 60 for optimal health. That's why vitamins alone aren't enough. You need minerals to activate them. That's why Immuno 150 is a game changer, delivering 13 essential vitamins, 70 plant-based minerals, and 68 additional nutrients. This is an incredible product. Visit immuno150.com or call 888-310-0000 or place an order at immuno150.com.
Hi, my name's Kiana. I'm not here to change your mind or anything. I'm just mostly here to ask, why do you believe that abortion has become such a political and dividing issue in specifically the last few years?
Well, the repeal of Roe versus Wade, for sure, is one of the reasons. And secondly, there has been a not-so-subtle dehumanization movement over the last 60 years that makes it acceptable to crush human beings smaller than you if you so choose.
Okay. It's mostly I believe that the initiative of those beliefs have become more hateful towards women, and I'm just kind of wondering, what is the incentive with all of these points? Why should we not have the option to choose?
Do you have the agency or the choice to murder?
Well, yes. There's consequences,
Okay.
but I do have the option.
Under the law?
No,
Okay,
technically.
so therefore, that's our position.
Well, not necessarily. It's more so in the aspects of when, the mother's life is in danger and, those special circumstances, why can we not have those options in those situations either? Because no one is inherently going out saying, I just want to kill babies. That's not anyone's point here.
Well, yeah.
It's more so the point of...
You should look at a Planned Parenthood ad. I mean, that's basically what they do. But so less than half of 1% of all abortions have to do with rape, incest, or life of the mother. 99.5% of all abortions have to do with just a form of birth control. It's a last catch option because whatever type of birth control you were using didn't work.
Would you want someone who is not necessarily stable or ready to bring a child into this world and provide that child the life it deserves? Would you want them to still bring that child into this
Without
world?
a doubt. Every life has a moral obligation to be able to live. So I just want to play this out. So you say it's all about the choice of the mother. Mm-hmm. At what point does the human being in utero become a human being in your mind? Because it must be not human then human. When does it cross that threshold?
I would say more so in the 2nd to 3rd trimester.
Got it. So just be respectful, guys. But why then? I mean, what happens in the 2nd and 3rd trimester specifically that all of a sudden human being,
Well, it goes from a clump of cells in the 1st trimester to the heart being developed in the brain and the nervous system.
So when does the heart begin?
I believe in the 2nd trimester.
Yeah, 6 weeks. That's the 1st trimester, right? So a heartbeat is detectable between 6 to 8 weeks. That's 2 months. The 2nd trimester does not start till 18 weeks. Brain waves are detectable at 10 weeks. So tell me why 2nd and 3rd trimester?
Because that's when the baby is more so developed, is what I'm saying. When in that argument you had I'm not sure when you were shown the pictures of the fetus, of a dolphin fetus and a human's fetus, you weren't able to tell the difference.
But that doesn't mean it was not a human being, though.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not developed. It's the same kind of concept. If it comes down to that person's life and their well-being, why should they not choose themselves?
We're talking about two different things. So life of the mother is extremely rare.
It's not that rare, though.
How many times do you think that there are abortions for the life of the mother out of a 1.5 million abortions every year? How much do you think?
I'm not sure with a number off the top of my head.
Less than 500 out of 1.5 million. And by the way, a vast majority of those are babies that could have been delivered by cesarean section. Do you know what a cesarean section is? Okay. So understand that if a baby's at 28 weeks and they say it's life of the mother, why would you terminate the baby when you could deliver it by C-section?
Well, if you can deliver it by C-section...
No, but they're not even given that option. Instead, they go to an abortionist.
So then that's essentially an issue that we should address within these politics. Because no one is saying to kill kids. No one is saying go kill babies.
But let's... First of all, late-term abortion is very common and very frequent.
It's not that common, though. That's
Again,
a main
how many
point.
times do you think it happens a year?
late-term abortions.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens.
Tens of
now.
thousands of times a year.
You can't say that
Tens
when
of thousands
it comes
of
to the
times.
life of the mother.
But I am curious though, just more because you said about well-being. Why should any person be able to terminate another human being if you feel as if your well-being will be jeopardized? Why should I be able to terminate someone in this audience if they're going to get in my well-being way? By
No,
what moral
that's
But no, but
completely-
apply a universal moral standard to the abortion argument and help me understand it.
If I were to get pregnant right now, I would not be able to give birth to that child and give it the life it deserves
God,
because
how did you get pregnant? How did you?
accidents still happen, guys. Like
Okay,
you can
hold
you
on.
can be on birth control.
Hold on.
You can still
This is an important point, guys. But wait a second. But then shouldn't you take responsibility for
Absolutely.
your orgasms?
no.
So let me
Listen,
be clear that you want to have all the fun but none of the responsibility.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying accidents still happen.
No, of course. And you know what happens when accidents involve other human beings? You don't terminate them. You don't get to eliminate another human being because of an accident. That's not a moral code we live by.
Correct. But why do you not care about the outcome of that human being's life?
Well, of course I do. No, I mean.
But you don't, because
I don't?
if I were to give birth to a kid right now and it's living in horrible conditions, because I'm just a college student, why do you not care?
But
why do you not put in funding into those
But everything-
establishments
Hold
to
on.
help them?
Let me. Everything that we believe in is about the betterment of that kid's life. Safer streets, for more police on the streets. Want to have better schools and school choice so that kid can read and learn. Stronger churches so that that kid can learn about
Why
a strong
does that
ethical
matter
code.
if I can't afford a house for this kid?
Well, but hold on. I'm going through the list of all the things that can happen. Curtailing inflation so that you can have purchasing power for that kid. The point being, everything that we as conservatives believe in is making it easier to have children in this country. And just because we don't want more government money spent on something, which actually makes it harder, does not mean we don't want that thing. But it's a red herring argument. We're talking about the morality of the elimination of a life.
Right.
And so I just want to be totally understanding of clear that what species is the being when it's at 6 weeks?
To me, I believe that it's a clump of cells.
No, I understand.
It's a zygote.
No, I know, but the species.
I'm sorry, what was
The
that?
species. So everything on the animal kingdom has a species type.
Right.
So we are Homo sapiens, and you could be an alligator. But so what is it? Is it a
Okay,
Homo?
it would be a Homo sapien,
So if it's a Homo sapien, it's human. So then shouldn't it be given human rights?
but it hasn't. My point is, it hasn't been developed. It's still just a clump of cells.
Right, but
at the end of the day.
But hold on, my baby right now is 9 months old. He's still developing. He can't speak yet.
Right.
He's crawling. So why does he have less moral worth at 9 months?
I'm
we're
saying
all still
that.
developing here, by the way. You know that men's brains don't stop developing till they're 35.
Right.
So should we just be able to say, well, sorry, you're 21, I couldn't get rid of you because
It's more so if I can't give that child the life it deserves, why am I bringing it to?
Got it. No, this will be my last question. I want you to think about it. If a single mom has two 2-year-olds, twins, and she wakes up one day and says, I can't do it anymore. I can't give them the life they deserve.
But that's just not the circumstance.
Hold on. Should she be able to take out a shotgun and kill both those kids?
No.
Of course not, because you think that would be objectionable. That's why I think it's objectionable to eliminate 2 babies that are 6 weeks old, because they're morally the same thing. One just happens to be bigger. One just happens to be older. One just happens to be outside of the womb. They're both human beings. And you have something in you that says, no way is it okay to kill a 2-year-old. That's called your soul talking. What I'm trying to do is connect reason and your soul and have that same sort of objection no when you see twins on an ultrasound.
I just believe you're looking at this more emotionally than scientifically.
Again, you can believe that. I actually am looking at it incredibly reasonably because I can tell you down to the minute when human life begins. You kind of give me a range. Your life began not at birth, but at conception, about 9 months before
That's
your
your
birth.
opinion.
Well, it's actually science's opinion. You know why? This is your eye color, your skin color, your tastes, your wants, your desires, your interests, introverted or extroverted, whether or not you're going to be tall or short, it all got decided in that moment. You know why? Your DNA was formed.
Well,
And with that, what is your marker as a human being? As we map the human genome, we realize everything about you, whether or not you have a predisposition to heart disease, whether you're going to be tall, short, extra wide, skinny. It's all in deoxyribonucleic acid.
Correct.
And the DNA does not start in 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 10 weeks or 20 weeks. It starts at conception. And that's when you were formed. That's when you came into this world and you were worthy of protection. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.